Hold up, big baby. Yeah, yeah. Whew. We do it all for the culture. Artists, business owners, yeah. You can forget what they told you. We the ones taking over, yeah. This for the grown and sexy. This for the ones who flexing. This for the people that keep it 100, yeah. This for the ones investing. Ain't no judgment here. We spreading nothing but love in here. Entrepreneurs to thugs in here. We got it out of the mud in here, yeah. Comedy podcast intertwined with some realism. This who they call on. Do me a favor, get out your feelings and put your big girl drawers on. What up, Lele?
Good evening, San Antonio, and welcome to a brand new episode of Put Your Big Girl Draws On Comedy Podcast on this lovely Saturday. I got one hell of a lady right here. I had a Mother's Day, you know what I mean? I got a hell of a lady. She know how to drive 18-wheelers. She know how to get your bank account looking right. You know what I mean? What else can you do? Oh, she can make beats. You know what I mean? And she's also throwing a Mother's Day event tomorrow. We'll get into that. Everybody, welcome Yawnie to the Put Your Big Girl Draws On Comedy Podcast. What's up?
Hey.
How are you? How you feeling today?
I'm good. I'm always feeling good.
You always feeling good?
Yes, I woke up.
Happy Mother's Day. You know what I mean?
You too.
Happy Mother's Day. I mean, what's your plans for tomorrow? You gonna be turned up? What you got planned?
Yeah, so the first half of my day is dedicated to my favorite mother, which is my wife.
Happy Mother's Day, wife. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes. And then later on in the day, we turning up for all the rest of the mothers at Lexa Lounge. It's going to be from 9 to 2. The first 24 mothers get a free flower, a complimentary flower, along with a complimentary glass of champagne. So make sure you're there. We going up gospel R&B style.
Yeah, there you go. And that's what I like about it the most, man. It's going to be good vibes all up in there. And it also is $10 admission. Don't forget, $10 admission as well, from 9 to 2. And in case you don't know where Lexa Lounge is, it is right there on Naco Perrin. You can't miss it.
Yeah,
you really
4102.
41
Perrin Boulevard. Look at
4102. Well, alrighty, man. I'm glad to have you here, man. I've been kind of excited about this. You know what I mean? Especially with the Truth to Dare. I got that Truth to Dare coming up, man. I can't wait to have some
truth. I
truth.
She was doing all that either until I seen it in the post. I was like, "What's she gonna have?"
Right, and she was all worried because I said spicy, and I'm like, well, you can't have comedy without a little bit of spice in your life. You know what I mean? Go ahead. But yeah, man. Welcome. I'm glad to have you on the platform. And I do got these questions lit up and everything. And I see you bring your laptop. What you got your laptop here for? Go ahead. Give us a rundown.
You weren't supposed to. This is because I'm. Okay, you asked me to train you on something, and I had to bring my laptop into.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. I can't. Look, I can't tell y'all that. Oh okay. Well, look, that's classified information right there. We go ahead and wait to open that when we got off. Oh okay. Well, I was just asking. I was about to say you about to show me something new.
Yeah.
Look. Oh yeah. And by the way, thank you for teaching me the microphones. In case y'all didn't know, we is now using the microphones on Put Your Big Girl Draws On Comedy Podcast. Yeah, we lit. Y'all only showed me. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh man, you don't understand. We in there. We live and direct. But yeah, welcome to the show. I'm glad to have you here. You ready for these questions?
I'm ready. What you got for me? What you got?
Hopefully we all win half a meal after these questions. You know what I mean? Hopefully this episode go big and then we all getting paid for it. Getting paid for it. All right. So of course your closest friends, family, stuff like that, they know you drive 18-wheelers, which is pretty cool because honestly I've seen a lot more females get into that industry, and I think it's pretty badass. And if you ask me, the females could kind of whip it better than the men, but we're not going toot the horn on that one. But yeah, so how long have you been a CDL driver? How long have you been driving trucks?
Since November 2017, so like 8.5 years.
8.5 years?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what inspired you to want to be like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to get this big bitch with it?
It wasn't even like I just decided to do that. I was coming out of the military, and they when you're getting out, they make sure that you ain't gonna end up on the street. Well, to the best of their ability, so they make sure they have you do this stuff during your exit, with like fill out applications and stuff like that for jobs, etc. So I was out here in San Antonio, stationed at Fort Sam, and I like San Antonio, so I started looking up the highest paid jobs in Texas.
Right.
So it popped up like correctional officer, truck driver, et cetera, et cetera. I filled out the truck driver application.
Oh well, yeah, because
and
I hope you know we wasn't going for
yeah,
the other way. Yawnie was like, oh yeah,
yeah.
no, we ain't
No,
going for the other one.
no, I was gonna do the other one too next. But before I could get through that big old long application, they was already calling me for the truck and stuff. I was still enlisted and everything. I had to tell them people, they like, yeah, we can get you into school, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm still enlisted. You gotta wait till I get out.
Right.
But I promise I got out on a Friday. That Sunday, I was in a hotel to start school that following Monday, and the school put me in a hotel, and then they, kept us in there during the duration of the training,
Right.
and then bust us to the from the hotel to the school every day, Monday through Friday. So I started immediately. That's how I started driving trucks.
How long was the process? How long was the schooling to drive?
It was like a month.
A month?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you was
Wasn't
whipping
even
it
a month.
already in the month. She was
Yeah.
like, look, you ain't got to tell me
Wasn't
twice.
that long? Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. And how has it been since you're driving 18 wheelers? You get to travel a lot, so I know you get to see all different scenery. That would be my favorite part. Just the traveling
Yeah.
itself is pretty cool.
And it's peaceful. It's very peaceful, and you don't have to worry about no micromanagement and like that either. Because don't nobody get a hold of me unless I pick up the phone. That's one.
Right.
So I like that about it.
Right.
But
Just on D&D and do not disturb.
So it's like I don't respond to that little Qualcomm because you got the Qualcomms in these major companies usually where people start.
Right.
And then they message you through there. You respond to the messages and stuff. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I like that about it. And then like you get a lot of time to think. Like sometimes you just riding in silence and stuff too. Like your ears get tired of the music and the talking on the phone.
And I
all that stuff.
actually do that right now. Just
Yeah.
coming home from work sometimes, you know what I mean? Before I got to go pick up kids. Because, you know,
Yeah.
them kids is lit when you go get them from school. I don't care what nobody say. After they get that snack, they gone. They on
Okay.
10. So, yeah, but I do that sometimes coming home from work. Before I go
Yeah.
pick up the kids, I just ride in silence. I feel like it's a peace. It's a relax.
It is.
It's a meditation thing for me. It gives my mind, you know what I mean? What's the word I'm looking for? Help me out. Help me out. Help me out.
I'm not sure, but maybe I
And
don't
she's
know.
like, look, I'm not sure neither,
But
but
it does give you a sense of peace, and then I get to do a lot of thinking and a lot of reflecting and
mhm,
things like that. And I feel like it actually worked wonders for me
right.
because you know what I mean. Like even revisiting certain scenarios or situations and stuff like that too. And if I'm doing something that maybe I shouldn't have, then it allow me to check myself. Like you shouldn't.
Right. Yeah, you get to think about a lot in the process. Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
pretty cool because it's your mind is like a what's the word? See, all these words I'm saying here trying to come up with, and I can't even think of them. I'm over here saying here trying to use big words and stuff, but you know,
Big words.
trying to use big words. But you know,
Yeah.
your mind is able to process
There we go.
certain well, not certain situations, but all situations of what you have going on in your life. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what's the
Yeah.
next move? Like, what should I do or not do? How I go about this situation, that situation. It gives your mind a lot to process and actually
Yeah.
make the right decision for what you want to do. Because you know, some people they just do instead of think twice.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And of course, you know it will probably never go your way if you do that.
I'm telling you.
Never
So-
go your way if you do that. So, but yeah, so the wife, the kids, they love it too. I'm pretty sure they come on the road with you as well too.
Whenever I'm not in the truck, my daughter, when we gonna go in the truck? When we gonna go in the truck?
Right.
And then when I stopped driving. Like the last couple of years, I was in California and I
Mhm.
was just training people while I
Right.
was out there. So I was training new drivers, and she's sitting there, Mom, we need to go on the road. Mom, we need to go on the road.
Right.
All
And
this
where
stuff.
was she
And then
talking about
always
going?
telling
Where
me
she
I
wanna
need to
go?
get new trucks all the time.
Look,
Yeah,
my mom,
I'm like,
you need
please.
another truck or two.
I'm like, what about what we already doing? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Where she want to go to? Like, where she just want to go anywhere? Oh,
Yeah,
everywhere.
everywhere. But you know, it's cool too. It's cool experience for her. Like my daughter done been all over the country.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And seeing to me, that is one of the greatest opportunities a child
Mhm.
can have because a lot of kids don't get that opportunity to
Yeah.
learn different cultures, see different cultures. You know what I mean? A lot of kids tend to learn different languages upon that aspect too. You know what I mean? It excites them and it feeds them more
Uh-huh.
knowledge and stuff. And that's what I love about it the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes them unique. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Look, I found me a word, unique.
And we be going places and stuff. I stop, pull over. She see some little stuff, and we got time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then like even I want to say I posted something when we were out in the snow. We were just driving somewhere, and it was snowing and all stuff. And she kept talking about wanting to see the snow, so I pulled over somewhere safe where we can let her play in the snow a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean, and stuff like that. So it's cool.
It was cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I know it. And, see, and that's why I can't wait to like finish school because you know, of course, I'm going to school for surgical tech, and they make a lot of money traveling. And I think that would be you know what I mean, a really
Yeah.
good opportunity for my kids. You know what I mean, like because like I said, a whole lot of kids don't. Hell, we don't even get a whole lot of opportunity to go travel the world. Where have you been? Where have you been?
Man, I done been as far as in the States. It ain't really one.
No, out of states. Look at some places out of state are starting to look a little bit better than the places in state.
Listen,
in state.
No, but I done been. I've been to a lot of different places in Mexico. I want to say that's one of the most beautiful places. I don't know why, and all the different parts. Like I really like going. So I've been to a lot of different places.
Do y'all hear that? Mexico is a beautiful place.
Yes, it is.
Run that back. Mexico is a beautiful place.
Cabo. So
Cabo.
If you ain't been to Mexico yet, go to Cabo first.
My sister actually went to Mexico for her honeymoon after she got married last year.
Oh, cool beans.
Yeah, and I told her to bring me back a shirt, so I got a shirt.
Tell bring me back some liquor. That should be cheap.
Yeah, cheap. Everything is cheaper in Mexico, and man, that's what I'm saying. Everything is cheaper in Mexico. You can never go wrong.
No, you can't.
They got the best candy. Oh man, they got real street tacos.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
No, for real.
They do got real street tacos, man. I'll tell you what.
And they be cheap.
Cheap.
Let me get you a little dollar tacos. Hey.
Right. That's right. Shoot.
But shoot, I'm like Dominican Republic, Bahamas.
Oh, Dominican Republic. That's on my bucket list too.
No, it's nice. And go to
Have you ever been to Australia?
The whole thing. No, I ain't been to Australia. I don't really want to go out there. The only thing I see it sound like out there is them big bugs that look like they fight.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say the crocodile hunter. I was waiting for it too.
No, yeah, he the one who showed me all shit that look like they fight.
I was about to say, because you know the crocodile can tell you about any animal and handle it with grace. And that's crazy part. I don't understand how he got stung by a stingray and died out of nowhere. Like, bro, you were fighting alligators every day. Lions, tigers, and bears. I just don't get it. It's diabolical out here.
Oh my.
So, but yeah, and you just added on. Well, you just added on 2 more operators, right?
Yeah, 2 more owner operators. One got 2 trucks, so that's cool. And they in the process of being on board. It's a process. We got to onboard the drivers, onboard the trucks,
right?
You know,
well, we about to do this. Cheers for the 2 operations.
Yesterday, one of my boys too, who I went to high school with. He just locked in a new truck too, so
congratulations!
He's going to be coming on too. So now we up to 3 and 4 more trucks.
Right.
Yeah. So
can you see me driving the truck? Can you see my?
I don't see why not. I see little old ladies, little old.
I was about to say because I be whipping the big bodies though, and believe it or not, I used to be a forklift driver. Okay. It may not look like it, but girl, I was whipping from receiving to production. You couldn't tell me not. I use my horn swiftly, like everybody know I was coming. You see what? I ain't never hit a corner so fast in my life when I was on that forklift. I tell you what, I had a ball. I had a ball. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I might have to tap in with you and get to swinging and banging them 18-wheelers down 35.
It's nice.
Right. And tell us a little bit. You know what I mean? There has been quite a few 18-wheeler accidents going on.
It's too many. I done seen so much death on the road. That got to be the worst part of it. Like I done seen people getting lifted off the road on helicopters and shit.
Right.
I done seen like stuff happen not too much further ahead of me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, and that's not 18-wheelers and regular cars and shit like that.
Right.
But like what I hate to see is caterpillars, and that's what I call them when they flipped over and you see the whole bottom of the truck.
Damn.
Yeah, but that comes from like high winds and shit like that.
Right, and going and then speeding and stuff too, because you know when you get to speeding, that wind gonna undercut the trailer and get to moving and grooving some stuff, and then your trailer gonna be on the left side where you all the way over here on the right.
Yeah, but some stuff is just unpreventable. Like if you going, well, it's preventable because you could pull the fuck over
and slow your ass down type shit. You know what I mean? Yeah,
that's true. Mm-hmm. But like if you got a real light load and the winds is 40, 50 miles per hour. It ain't gonna help you be out there, period.
Nope.
Like I done been in situations where it's like in Wyoming, for instance, with 80 mile per hour winds. Ain't nothing gonna stop that if you out there moving. They got signs for days saying all high profile vehicles get off the freeway. The crazy thing is the first time I saw that sign, I ain't know I was a high profile vehicle.
Really?
No, for real. This is the beginning of me
crazy.
Driving.
Yeah.
So this was over 8 years ago. But I swear, I didn't know that we was considered that. I thought they was talking about some type of luxury car or some shit.
Right, you know what I mean? Something like $100,000 Benz or something. You know what I mean? Like, right.
Until I got a damn message that said, if you keep driving, we gonna terminate you. I'm
one
like,
of them Elon Musk
talking about me.
Right. Yeah, so, but yeah, I just feel like, that there has been quite a few. It's been scary too. So that's why I be telling all my 18-wheeler driver friends, just please be careful. Please be careful.
Amen.
I know that's right.
Okay.
Well, I also want to congratulate you because I was snooping through Facebook
what you think?
and I seen you started your own podcast.
Yes, yes,
called
yes.
Truth Be Told.
Yes, yes, yes.
So Truth Be Told, go ahead and tap us into that. Well, what we got going on? It was a nice little episode. It was actually positive. It was inspiring. You know what I mean? It made you think differently when it came to certain situations and stuff. So go ahead and lace us into that too.
See, that's kind of where I'm going with it too. So it's just one of those things to where it's like it's a lot of stuff that we're not talking about. A lot of conversations that need to be had, but we aren't having them. And then we have all these gaps in between us, these different dividers and shit like that.
Right.
And I kind of want to bridge some of those gaps and also motivate, uplift people in the process too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like even like yesterday's episode was if everything were a person and be on your team. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if
that be on your team. I really like that one. That be on your team. Yeah, that one. That one touched a little bit. You're right.
That's what's up. Yeah, because people forget about that, and I'm like, dude, you gotta always be wearing your jersey. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And it don't matter who else wearing it with you or not. If you're the only one on the court,
you gotta be wearing your own jersey.
Keep that jersey on and play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't go sit off on the bleachers because everybody else watching and you watching you too. You gonna watch you fail or fall.
And then you want to get mad when we succeed and when you ain't out there trying to play ball on the field. You know what I mean? You gotta be willing to put them cleats on and go play ball in the field.
You gotta keep going, dig as deep as you need to. You know what I'm saying? Because like you count on you, and then if things aren't going right for you, you still gotta live in that. Right. So why not try to change it if you
right? And I was about to say, if stuff ain't going right, you got to sit back, analyze the process on what you're gonna do to make it right. You know what I mean? That's what chances are. Second chances. Even if you fail, you still have another chance to go back and do it right again. You see what I'm saying?
And see, a lot of people struggle with it sometimes because due to self-doubt and stuff like that,
insecurities and stuff,
and stuff like I'm not worth it. I'm not worth it and stuff like that.
Or I can't do it, or you know what I mean?
And I try to tell people like, if you don't believe nobody else, you believe you. You get what I'm saying? So you can't be putting that type of shit in your head because you're going to believe it. You telling you that.
Well, I'm also a big believer in too. If you don't think anybody believe you, best believe God do though.
You feel me?
That's one person that do believe you. If you feel like nobody believes you, God do. I'll tell you that. Okay, hold on. I might be onto something here. Look, I'm going to pull up and sing my gospel tomorrow. Look, I'm going to come up with my own gospel song. You see what I'm saying? Man, they'll want it. They'll want it.
Feel
Look,
me?
I'm not a rapper. I'm a trapper. Look, I'm not a rapper. I'm a trapper. But I spit a little something for the Holy Spirit on this lovely Mother's Day.
On everything.
Right. So that's what we're also going to get tapped into next. Is about the Mother's Day R&B and gospel. Like, how did y'all put it together? What made you come up with like the gospel and R&B?
Well, I've been wanting to kind of do gospel events for a while, but I didn't know how to attack it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when we was coming up on Mother's Day, I was like, I don't want it to just be rah rah.
Right.
You know
I don't want it to be any kind of way.
Let's make it more warm. You know what I mean? More loving. So it's like, okay, we're gonna go with the gospel, and then we threw R&B in there just to
right,
for a little dynamic.
No, y'all knew what y'all was doing with that R&B. It's Mother's Day. They knew exactly what they was doing with that R&B.
Okay.
There's gonna finna be a lot of New Year's babies coming around here. Look, man. There's gonna be a lot of New Year's babies. You know what I mean? They knew what y'all was doing with that R&B.
Okay. And it's Sunday.
And look, and it's Sunday.
You know,
and that's where the gospel comes into play. Okay.
Yeah.
And don't forget, it starts 9 to 2. We're at Naco Perrin, Lexa Lounge, the Mother's Day R&B and gospel event, hosted by Shells and your one and only Yawnie right here. Oh, it's gonna be turned up at $10 admission. $10 admission. You'll be getting $10 admission. You gotta support your clubs. You see what I'm saying? Support the clubs. Yeah. So man, I can't wait. Is there a dress code, or is there kind of like
dress code? You come as you are. Anytime you messing with me, you come as you are. I don't require nothing.
Right.
I'm like, that's why you seen yesterday.
I'm gonna come with my boots on the ground with my fan.
Man, I've been I know a lot of times people used to see me all coming out like
right.
I'm like, I've been just showing up. I was in the I went to support Lexa last time I was out here 2 weeks ago.
Right.
I had on sweatpants, Crocs, and a t-shirt.
I know, I got you on video.
Come as you are.
Come as you are. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. We don't this a no judgment zone. No judgment zone.
Never a judgment zone.
No judgment zone.
I'm telling you.
Oh, okay. And what made you and Shells want to put a Mother's Day event together,
But it's Mother's Day. So I'm like, that was just the way it was gonna be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Look, it's Mother's Day, and this is what we doing, and none less.
If I'm being honest, I kind of already had said it like that on my calendar like over a month ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Facts.
So it was like you know, like y'all noticed I brought shells in on the shows with me and stuff like that.
Right.
We kind of come up with what we're gonna do, but that one was already locked in. It's Mother's Day,
Right.
You know, so
Facts.
then it's like, okay, well, how you want to work it? You know what I'm saying?
Type thing.
So yeah.
Facts. Oh, okay. And what inspired you to want to start your own like 18-wheeler business? And now that you're doing a little bit of business with the club, in the club.
So what inspired me for I like to be compensated the most for my time if I'm gonna be spending it somewhere.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm driving for these people, etc. Right, and whoever I was driving for at the time is these people, you know, and I'm like, I wanted more freedom and stuff too. I don't like people telling me what to do.
I know that's why you don't like tell you. I know that's why, and
then,
you don't want to work with nobody. You want to make your own money and keep all your hard-earned earnings.
Yeah.
You don't want to pay
but
no
somebody
taxes
also
to them
told
folks.
me one time, they were like, you get either Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Right.
And I say, no. I say, okay, give me Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
and then what happened with Thanksgiving? After that, I turned the truck and I say, now I'm taking Christmas too. I go give me another job. You know what I'm saying?
I go give me another job.
Yeah, and it wasn't long from there where I went ahead and got my own truck, but I had a child.
Right.
So I wanted to be home every day. You know what I mean? And then at least control, like, okay, well, if I'm in control of what I'm doing and how I'm running, I can make sure that I'm here for my family.
Exactly. And they taking care of it. I'm supporting them just like they're supporting me in the process.
And still make good money while I'm doing that.
Exactly.
That was the whole thing. Because I could have went and got a little local job and stuff. I did that for a little while. I took a pay cut from me being on the road. And me being local, I was making a lot less when I came home being local.
But you got to take sacrifices to get where you.
And that's what I did. So I took the hit for like 6 months.
Right.
And then I was like, okay, I can't. I don't like being hit though. That's the thing.
Right.
That's the thing about me. I don't like being hit.
Right.
So I figured out a way around being hit.
Right.
So that's what I did. That's kind of what inspired me to get my own truck and stuff like that. I did it
so
when I was 2 years old.
What is your trucking business called?
I don't put my companies. You know, that's real shit. Like somebody watching this, if they don't like me, they could go and mess stuff up. All they gotta do, you know, these days a lot of stuff is online. Yeah, I'm like, if you was like, I could go in here and say your juices is this, you this type of person. Y'all could go and put all kind of shit on you on these reviews and
that is true.
This and that and all that.
At least they don't know my government
And then
name.
I got different addresses and shit like that connected to it. It's too much information tied to businesses.
Right.
People, you calling me Yawnie on here today, and if they go look at my business, they go know who my name and everything.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I don't do that. That's why they ain't on social media.
That is true, and that's why I don't put my real name on social media.
Yeah, it ain't on social media.
I even got a fake email. Look, I even got a fake email tied to it.
Anybody who work with me, ain't no way around me telling them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, anybody who do legit business, you know what I mean? Bring them loads.
Yeah, but I don't put that shit out there.
Well, you don't put that shit. No, okay, well, my bad. I didn't know all that. You just taught me something new. Look, maybe I need to go even though I ain't got my real name, maybe I need to go redo my name. Look.
You don't got your real address on your business, either your home address, right?
Girl,
okay,
I know better than that.
Okay.
Look, I send it to somebody else's PO box.
Okay. Man, and then see when me doing trucking,
somebody else's PO
when
box.
I first started my company, I ain't had no office or nothing like that. But I know when I registered these trucks and I put these drivers in there, I had to use whatever I registered with. I went and got me a virtual address so that when they had the cab cars, the registration shit like that, my drivers ain't know where I live. And then when I'm you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And different shit like that. And then when we doing our checks and things like
right, they all go to all different addresses.
You pull up to what's on there, you ain't gonna find me. But it's cool.
You gonna be looking lost as hell.
My drivers love me.
What? This got me. Look, let me GPS can't even get you out of this.
No, for real. For
real though.
You gotta be protected.
We gotta be protected. Well, man, you've been doing a lot. You've been really taking some sacrifices, you know, coming up. Congratulations on the 2 operators. Congratulations on the podcast. I'm more excited. And you say you're gonna be hosting that on Fridays, correct?
Yeah, on Fridays at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Pacific Standard Time.
You gonna be cooking again and watching it? Look, you gonna be good. Look, you gonna be cooking it again and watching it.
Listen, don't listen to Layla.
Don't listen to me. Look, they say I'm the bad influence, but little do you know.
Oh, I'm a great influence.
I mean, no, you are a great influence, but everybody got their moments too. Look, we all bad influences. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Everybody, we do.
Cheers to bad influences.
I got her drinking the tea.
Look, for real, and y'all know I'm not a big drinker.
These 5%, and I drink these because I'm
liquor.
not a big drinker.
It ain't liquor.
Yeah, if I was a big drinker, I'd have came with a bottle or something.
It ain't liquor.
No. Everybody see me with these teas.
Give me some. Give me some Jack and Coke or Incredible Hope.
I do rum and pineapple if I'm at the club.
Girl, look, I can't. It depends on the pineapple.
What?
Because that pineapple paste me something serious. Yeah, like goddamn.
Oh no.
And then mixing liquors, that's just asking for trouble. I'll be waking up in somebody's jail cell the next morning, girl. That's just
Lexa got the good pineapple. I'll be like, yeah, give me rum and pineapple, Miss Monet.
Like I said, when I pull up tomorrow, ready to sing my gospel here, I'm gonna have my pineapple in my right hand, ready to go. I've been ready to go. I'm gonna need you and Shells to be my backup singers, because you know I probably can't hit them high notes like that. I probably can't hit them high notes like that. I'll be out of there. I'll be looking at y'all like, help me. You see what I'm saying? So, all right, you ready? You ready for the play Truth or Dare? I told you I got Truth or Dare coming.
Okay, what you got for me? What you got for me?
Okay, so I got 3 truths, 3 dares.
Wait, no, I thought Truth or Dare was if I didn't tell the truth, you give me a dare.
I had to mix it up. This is Lele.
Oh, no. Nah. I was just gonna be honest. I was just ready to come and be honest, and I had to do no dares. You telling me you got truths and dares? That is not how you play. She is cheating.
I got 3 dares. Look, and they but hear me out though. It's funny though. You got to hear me out, man. You got to do these dares. This is hilarious.
All right. If I say I chew, I mean skip to the next.
She said I chew. Okay, you want truth or dare first?
Hold on. Go to truth. What's truth? Go on, tell me something.
Okay. If you could watch one movie for the rest of your life, what movie would that be?
Oh, Nanny McPhee.
Nanny McPhee? That's your favorite movie?
It's not, but I could watch that any day.
You can watch that
I love
any
Nanny
day.
McPhee.
I'm pretty sure you can recite that whole movie right now.
No, for real. I'm low key like Nanny McPhee. I'm here when you need me, not when you want me.
Well, not when you want me.
Nanny McPhee.
Not when
and
you
Baby
want
Geniuses. I could watch that all day too.
That's actually a really good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we got Nanny McPhee and Baby Geniuses. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want another truth, or are you ready for a dare?
Well, we're gonna do another truth. And then hopefully that's enough teeth for you to forget about the dares.
Well, no. We gonna answer the dares. Look.
What you got for me?
What is the weirdest thing you find attractive? The weirdest thing that you find attractive?
That's different.
Very different. Very different. I'm gonna make you kind of think outside the box on this one. Like, what do I really find weird that is attractive?
I don't even know.
I love the way you scratch your hair and you make that face and look like you need a head massage.
Can we come back to that? I don't know. What's the weirdest thing I find attractive?
Yeah, what's the weirdest thing you find attractive?
I don't know.
It could be with anything. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go back.
It ain't nothing popping up.
Yeah, nah. Okay, you want your last truth? And then
let's go to the truth again.
You gotta go to the truth? Okay.
What is it?
What's the first thing you would do if you were invisible?
Oh, I slap a lot of motherfuckers.
Like she said, I'm going on a slapping spree. Look, we need to buy you an invisible cloak then. She already got a list.
Because I'll be always keeping the piece of shit, but some of these motherfuckers need to get slapped one good time.
I'm gonna be asking
Yeah, but I mean, I gotta stay in character.
Humble. That's why we go into the R&B gospel.
Yeah, I gotta be grown. So I can't go back to being a kid no more.
Right.
But
that's what sucks. As kids, we did not grow up. I asked to be an adult.
The fuck I wanted to until I got grown. They like, you can go to jail.
You can go to jail for that, right?
Go to jail.
Your hands could be classified as a weapon, man. Like you can go to jail for murder.
Yeah, cold world.
All I did was to snuck this bitch one good time, and that's her fault. She fell over. Look, I'm not gonna catch her.
But if I could, I ain't gonna hold you. It'll be some other shit like going into systems and wiping out stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yeah.
I'm gonna wipe out your whole name. You don't even exist.
And then I'll go up in there and
your truck ain't got no number no
more. Out, and I'll go ahead and put my name on all the other ones in the lot.
Right. For real, like, you don't got that truck no more, buddy. You ain't got your name. You got my name.
Here go the signatures.
Right. Look, the Ford. Look, my pink slip now.
I'm clearing everybody hospital bills.
And I didn't have to race you. I got my own pink slip.
I'm clearing everybody hospital bills.
I'm pricing everybody hospital bills.
Everybody got good credit too now.
So now we know if somebody buy Yawnie an invisible
cloak, y'all gonna get good credit.
Look, if we find you sleep on the side of the sidewalk, we know who and what.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing that. All the homeless people.
Look, she's definitely doing that.
Put them on leases and shit. Yeah.
Tie your ass up. You gonna be looking lost when you wake up on that sidewalk. God damn. Ain't gonna have no shoes.
No, we gonna pick up the ones out there on the sidewalk now. We gonna put them on leases. Yeah.
You paid the debt, buckaroo. You paid the debt.
No, they paid up for the year. Fuck it.
They paid up for the year. All right. We got these 3 dares.
Man, here you come with them dares.
You ready?
It better not be nothing crazy. Look at me peeking.
No, and look at me over here trying to make sure you don't see him. All right. Text one of your parents and tell them you're being arrested.
Man, I ain't got no parents, bro. That's real shit. I can't do that there.
What you mean you can't?
Because I lost my mama in 2012 and I lost my pops before I made that. Before I made damage.
Well, text your best friend and tell them to get up. Text your wife. Text your wife and tell you getting arrested. Look.
Ah, that's some fucked up karma. I don't want to say that. I'll say something else like, hey, I don't want to say that. That's some fucked up karma.
Look, now you got me thinking of what I want to.
Yeah. You know, Jinx, I be speeding and shit. I do it. All right. My wife is about to start calling this phone. She gonna interrupt this whole show.
Look, you can put her on speaker. Look, we finna get wifey in the building. We gonna surprise the wifey in the building.
She about to shit.
Like, I just seen you on that girl. Like, how are you getting arrested?
And then I ain't put nothing but that. And I'm always animated with my messages. She gonna think I was really.
Sure, she can tell you lying. Oh yeah, you lying. Man. You lying. You on your way home right now. You in that car. You lying.
If my daughter got the phone, she ain't gonna tell her I take.
Oh my.
She be telling me.
By the time your wife see that
right there,
oh
she be like, stop texting mommy. Oh no, here she goes. She done wrote back. She said, what the fuck? What? Now what? Now she typing.
Look, hold on. I'm waiting for the call.
Is she typing?
It'd be like one of them radio stations where they prank call their wives at work. And then send the flowers.
She said, fucking truth or dare, girl, bye.
Look, I told you she was on us. Shout out to wifey. That's how you know she feel. Look, shout out to wifey too. I told you, look, she was all scared to do it. I'm like, you do the truth today, you'll be all right. Look, I come downtown with the bail money, you'll be all right. Look, shout out to wifey. At least she got down on it. She like, yeah, I'm on to y'all's bullshit.
Yeah, y'all she said, what the fuck, what?
All right, now do you trust me with my last 2 days?
Well, yeah.
You trust me with?
I can
trust me with my last 2 days. Look, now she trusts me. Look.
Yeah, I didn't know what you was talking about. She said that's not funny. Too,
okay.
And I'm gonna let you get in trouble. I ain't getting in trouble for it.
It's okay. I'll get in trouble for it.
Okay.
Look, no harm done. Tell her no harm done. I love you. No harm done.
About to give me a whooping.
Okay, but this one ain't gonna get you a whooping.
What is
this one's gonna really test you. Only using your elbow, upload a Facebook status. Only using your elbow. Yeah.
I can't even open my phone like that.
Oh my God. You can open your phone with your hands.
I was about to say, because you know, use your fingers.
Yeah, look, you can open your phone with your hands, but you can only upload a Facebook status with your elbow. With your elbow.
Let's hope it don't go to my camera reel.
We don't want it to go to the camera. We don't want it to go to the camera. Not at all. Not at all.
Autocorrect is on my team. Autocorrect working with it.
Oh, look, autocorrect gonna write her a whole sentence.
Oh, I said my op, man.
You said
I tried to click favorite in a little thing right there.
She tried to click favorite. Come on. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what the word is, bird. What? Okay. So far we got my op am overrated by. Look, overrated by. You know what I mean?
Keep typing.
Look, yeah, type a few more words. I want to see what it gives us right here. This is Yawnie Elbow talking right now. I'll put your big girl drawers on. Put your big girl drawers on.
Let's see if I slide it.
We trying to get a few more words. I think. Yeah. Come on.
GR.
Okay, so Yeah, CRG a girlfriend by.
Oh wait, no, stop.
Oh wait.
It's now connected to the mic.
Word?
Yeah, you see the mic keep popping up. Now it's gonna say that. It's gonna type that. You see the mic keep popping up.
Oh yeah, look. This is saying everything we saying now. Look, that phone cheated. That phone
That's some
cheated.
advanced stuff. I like that.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, now it's gonna know that you told me to post this in Truth or Dare.
Yep, it sure is. Look, this is my Truth or Dare status right here.
Now I can post it like that.
Yep, you sure can. Put your big girl draws on comedy podcast. Let me go ahead and make sure I add that part since we gonna do it. Look, it's doing it too. Oh my god, I'm having too much fun. Look, you know who it is. Thank you. Look, okay, now you can post it.
All right.
So y'all can go ahead and shoot over to Yawnie's page for her Truth or Dare elbow. Make your elbows touch your phone. I can't even say knees touch your elbows.
It say my op-ed overrated by CR girlfriend. It say GF by H CRGF. Okay, so yes, CRGA. This is connected to the mic. You see the type that you see.
That's a whole rhyme right there. Like I was gonna get crunk.
They gonna think I'm dumb. They gonna be like, this ain't Yawnie. Somebody hacked their page.
Something like for real. Like I did. Look, her elbow did. Look, one of us did. Look. At least you know your wife ain't arrested. Look, at least you know wifey ain't. Look, see that she's okay. I got it. Man. All right, last there. I love this one. Oh, I love this one. I think you're gonna like this one too. Call a tattoo shop and tell them you would like 30 teardrop tattooed underneath your eye.
All right.
Look, she down for the count. Look, see, I was about to say, I think Yawnie would like this one. She looked like she used to be a prankster. She used to star 67. I bet you won't come outside.
I'm just calling with my number. They gonna be thinking I want that shit.
Right, look. Call a tattoo shop and ask if they could tattoo 30 teardrops on your face. Yes. See.
The first one that popped up, we gonna do it.
All right. We live and direct on Put Your Big Girl Draws On.
It don't matter how I say it. You want me to say it just like that?
Just like that.
I can't tell my motherfucking face enough.
You can. Look, you can do all that. Do what you do.
Hey, friend, I just got out of jail. I really want 30 teardrops top dropped on my face because I just dropped 30 niggas, and y'all can do that for me or not? Yeah. I'm trying to get the 30 teardrops for the 30 niggas I killed on my face. Right up under my left eye. Can you do that? Can you handle that? All right, how much that's gonna run me? How much that cost for 30 teardrops? They little bitty water things, so it shouldn't be that much. What is it? I can't give you a direct price. Our shop minimum is 100. Your shop minimum is 100? Oh, I gotta kill a few more niggas there so it can make sense. I gotta start getting some more teardrops. All right, for sure. I'm gonna fuck with y'all. All right, I hit you up. All right, friend. Bye. Oh my god! They gonna charge me 100 for 30 little water drops.
30 water drops.
They need to be big. They need to go around my face.
There you go. They go all around the swoop like a necklace, like a choker.
Oh man!
Right there, 30 teardrops. See now, look now. Now you trust my Truth or Dares.
All right, yeah, I can fuck with that. I didn't know what you had up your sleeve.
Look, none too crazy. None too crazy. But yeah, man, that was the truth, and that was the dance. It wasn't too bad. Look, she all worried. Look, she thought she was finna go home and get a whooping. Look, and I even saved you for the whooping that you thought you was gonna get because wifey knew it was Truth or Dare.
Yeah.
Look, wifey knew it was Truth or Dare. Straight up. And shout out to everybody who tuned in, showing us love. Once again, we have Yawnie, the entrepreneur, up in here in the business. Does everything from 18-wheeler driving to beats making. She's an artist. She's a businesswoman. She now has her own podcast, Truth Be Told, that will be aired on Fridays at 7 p.m. if I'm correct. At 7 p.m.
Pacific Standard Time. So that's at 9 p.m. out here in San Antonio.
9.
Yeah.
9 o'clock on the dot. She's in her 18-wheeler cruising the streets.
Hold on, I like that. Oh yeah.
Hold on, I might be on to something here. No, not too much on me. Look. So anything else you want to touch in? Oh, and don't forget, tomorrow night, Lexa Lounge, the R&B, Mother's Day R&B and Gospel Night. Pull up, $10 admission from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
All the single mamas, all the mama mamas, your grandmama mamas, come out, turn up. What did you say? The first 24 mothers?
Yeah, first 24 mothers get a free flower, complimentary flower. and glass of wine upon arrival.
Upon arrival, there you go. And I think that's where you're gonna catch me. Yeah. I'm gonna be getting it down with my God. Look,
you feel me? I got some. Look, I listen to gospel all the time. We about to go up with it. We about to go up because I got. Y'all gonna know.
I'm gonna bring my camera. You know what? I'm gonna bring my camera too. I'm gonna bring my camera so I can take pictures and record and stuff like that of the event. So that way I could edit it and post it. I still need to edit and post some pictures of that car show I went to up there at Sugars. That good old Sugars. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, alrighty. Well, anything else before we jazz up out of here?
No, that's it. Just tune into the podcast and then be at Alexa every second and fourth Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Let us know what platforms we can find the podcast at in case people don't know.
So right now, Instagram and Facebook. Okay. And then I'm waiting on the approval I put in the request for YouTube so we could go there too. We could stream there as well.
Okay.
Other than that, like that's for now. Okay. I'm gonna try to get it on like Spotify and different things like that too. But you know,
right, it's a process. You know what I mean? It's a process. I feel you on that. Like even to this day, mine is still a process. Like there's still certain phases I want to take my podcast to. So
because I want on iTunes, everything.
Right. And you see, and that's the thing. Like podcasts need to be supporting other podcasts too. Like we need to be showing each other love. You know what I mean? Like example. Artist, you know what I mean? So let me just touch base with that too. So like I said, I tuned into it and I really like the team that really was like the nailing point of what needs to be done if you really want a team and how you want your team conducted and as business wise and stuff like that, how they carry themselves, you know what I mean? Can they be trusted, you know what I mean, and responsible enough to uphold these roles, you know what I mean? So it was definitely some good information. A lot of good tactics, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, shout out to everybody tuning in. Once again, thank you. We had Yawnie in the house. Make sure y'all follow her on all platforms. Coming soon, truth be told. And if you an 18-wheeler driver, hook it with my girl. You know, she's down.
Thank you for throwing that out there.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I don't have no trucks available at the moment because they all got an ass in the
But
seat.
we got more coming.
But if you're an owner operator too, I'm never gonna stop taking those.
Right.
So if you're an owner operator, then reach out to me as well. I got a good program. Give you fuel cards. You can get cash advances and stuff like that.
You really winning. You know what I mean? You really eating. Yeah.
Provide you with a trailer rental, all kind of shit.
Right.
So hit me up and we can go ahead and get you rolling.
Right. And then just in case if y'all need to find her again, find her on Facebook, Instagram, Yawnie. She ain't hard to miss. She one of a kind. She ain't hard to miss out here in these tweets. You know what I mean? But just be careful when she crawling down 35. Make your steer clear. We got the bull coming.
I'm that fast truck, the one on the freeway. You could go ahead and just stay behind me. You ain't gotta cut me off because I'm going over the speed limit too.
Right. And don't be surprised if y'all see me driving an 18-wheeler soon. Look, I ain't knocking me. Look, I'm always up for a challenge. Shoot. They thought I couldn't drive no forklift. I taught myself how to drive that forklift.
Oh hell.
Yeah, I was cold too. I was swoop. You know what I mean? Honking my little horn, checking my mirrors. Like, yeah, you
sit down.
Like, yeah. And that breeze coming through your hair. Yeah, you felt like you was the shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So most definitely. So, all right, y'all. Well, we out of here.
Yeah.
Chuck Deuce.
Thank you.
Hold up, big baby. Yeah. Whew. We do it all for the culture. Artists, business owners, yeah. You can forget what they told you. We the ones taking over, yeah. This for the grown and sexy.